Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're a fan of innovative farming, agriculture, or just love the idea of tech meeting tradition, you're in the right place. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of cattle ranching and how it's evolving with the help of cutting-edge technology. We're talking helicopters, drones, high-tech feeding systems, and much more. But before we get into that, if you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a deep dive into the future of farming. All right, let's get started. Now, when we think about cattle ranching, it's easy to picture vast, open pastures with cowboys on horseback. Sounds pretty old school, right? But today's cattle industry, especially in the US and Australia, has undergone a massive transformation. What was once a traditional practice of managing herds with manpower and horseback riding is now evolving into something far more advanced, thanks to technology. Let's start with the big players, the United States and Australia. These countries are home to some of the largest cattle operations in the world, managing millions of cattle across expansive lands. In Australia alone, there are about 29.9 million cattle, primarily in the southern and northern regions. These areas are ideal for cattle farming, thanks to their wide open spaces and favorable climate. On these massive ranches, cattle ranchers are dealing with herds numbering in the thousands, often spread across millions of acres. Now, you can imagine the difficulty in keeping track of so many animals, right? Traditional methods like walking or riding horses just don't cut it anymore. That's where modern technology steps in to make all the difference. Let's talk helicopters and drones. These have completely changed the way ranchers manage their herds. Take a ranch about 600 kilometers from Darwin, Australia. The rancher here manages a herd of up to 81,000 cattle across an area of 1.3 million acres. Can you even wrap your head around that? In the past, managing such a large herd would have required days of work, with up to 20 people on horseback. But now, with helicopters, one pilot can cover this enormous land and gather the cattle in just half a day. Pretty wild, huh? Helicopters provide a bird's-eye view, making it way easier to track the cattle, especially those that are free-ranging across rugged terrains. Plus, they're not just about herding the animals. Helicopters help spot potential problems early, like detecting sick cattle, which helps prevent diseases from spreading. It's a lifesaver for ranchers and ensures the herd stays healthy. But let's not sugarcoat it. Flying a helicopter over hundreds of cows is no easy task. It requires advanced piloting skills, especially when you're dealing with strong winds or difficult terrain. The risks are real, but the rewards are worth it. you ever seen flying cows? I'm not kidding, it happens. When cattle need to be moved across mountainous regions, helicopters are used to transport them over tough landscapes. This might sound a little crazy, but it's actually one of the most efficient ways to get cattle into hard-to-reach places. And you know what they say? It's a sight to behold. While Australia is a prime example of this tech revolution, the US is also making waves in the cattle industry. In fact, ranchers in the western US rely heavily on helicopters for herd management too. The West is home to around 28 million cattle, and technology is playing a huge role in streamlining operations across the vast, often rugged terrain. And don't forget about Central Asia. Countries like Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, and Kyrgyzstan have a long history of livestock farming. But to keep up with the growing demand for beef, they're adopting modern farming technologies as well. They're using high-tech systems like silage feed mixers that can process up to 30 tons of feed per hour. These systems ensure that thousands of cows get the right nutrients, optimizing growth and milk production. Let's take a moment to talk about feeding the cattle. Maintaining a consistent and healthy diet is essential, and that's where technology comes in big time. Silage feed mixers, for example, allow ranchers to adjust the proportions of different ingredients like corn, grass, and additional nutrients to meet the needs of each cow. This ensures a balanced diet for the herd and contributes to higher milk yields and better beef quality. And let's not forget about barn cleanliness. A messy barn can lead to disease, and nobody wants that. That's why modern barn cleaning systems like the Aliac from Nunn Industries are becoming a staple on large ranches. These self-propelled cleaning machines move along a fixed rail, collecting waste and keeping the barn hygienic. It's a small innovation, but it's a big deal when it comes to maintaining cattle health. cattle reach their ideal market weight, it's time to transport them to international markets. And this isn't your regular cargo shipping. Specialized containers are used to transport cattle, designed with multiple compartments, temperature control, and ventilation systems to keep the animals comfortable throughout the journey. It's all about reducing stress for the cattle and ensuring they're well taken care of during the long ride. These containers also have automatic water and feed systems, so the cattle are fed and hydrated, even if they're being transported for days at a time. The compartments have secure restraints to keep the animals steady and minimize injuries, especially when navigating rough terrain. And of course, there are built-in sanitation systems to keep everything clean and sanitary. Now let's talk about what all of this technology and innovation is driving. Beef production. From breeding and raising cattle to slaughtering and processing, the entire system is finely tuned to ensure that the beef we get is of the highest quality. Cattle ranching today blends modern technology with traditional expertise to meet global demand for beef, all while maintaining strict food safety standards. Beef isn't just a staple in so many cuisines worldwide. It's a rich source of protein, vitamins, and essential minerals. Whether it's stews, steaks, or ground beef for meatballs, the versatility of beef makes it a go-to ingredient in kitchens everywhere. And let's not forget about the crowd favorite, beef ribs, tender, juicy, and full of flavor. So there you have it. From helicopters to high-tech feeding systems, the cattle ranching industry is embracing technology in ways we never thought possible. It's all about efficiency, sustainability, and quality. We've come a long way from the traditional methods, and the future of ranching looks brighter than ever. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of modern cattle ranching, don't forget to hit that like button, share with your friends, and drop a comment below telling us your thoughts on these technological advancements in farming. And if you haven't subscribed yet, now's the perfect time. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.